Glenn was wrong about this device, and I'll tell you why. I'm beginning to feel like YouTube has turned to a dumping ground for companies that do not want to spend much on advertising, but still want to push their product. So they just come over here, look for a few influencers, drop these gears on their desks for free, and sit back and get free promotions. And that needs to stop. Let's get into it. So when I saw this device on Glenn's channel, I was like, oh, good. Maybe he will have something nice to say about it. And, he had nothing but praises about the gear, which I totally understand from a sound engineer's perspective. Now, Antelope Audio advertised this as a standalone device that you can actually use without your laptop. And that was the catch, that I needed that. I wanted something that I can create contents with without having to haul my laptop around. Maybe my iPad sometimes, but not like my whole laptop monitor and all that stuff. I just want something that stays on my desk. I plug in a mic, I plug in a guitar, and I'm ready to rock and roll. And the main reason I got the device was to use it as content creation sound card. It has two USB, one in and one out, which is amazing if you want to create content with like your phone or iPad, or you want to send audio to another source, which is great. Which means they already have the content creator in mind. It has 4 inputs, 8 expansion, the combo jacks in front for your instrument lining, and it's just amazing. Monitors out. It's good on paper. Speedy, I'm not sure who still uses that, but you get the whole idea. And the 8 in just made it look like it was future-proof, and I like the whole idea. And the disappointing part is it's not really a standalone device. Let me explain. So they advertise this as a device that you can load all those, Synergy Core plugin in, and then you don't need your laptop to recall those. You can just recall your settings and your presets, and then set them up on your laptop. Send your signal chain, for example, like if you would like to use, amp simulators in cab. Or if you have like a setting for your microphone, be like compressors or tape machine. They have these amazing plugins that I really love, and I have some of them native. But it's weird that they will advertise it that you can have access to all those DSP plugins directly on this device without a laptop. But what it is actually is you just get to save presets and just get to recall it, which is pretty much useless in this scenario, which means you can't tweak none of those plugins, you can't adjust anything, you can mess with the EQ, you cannot do nothing. You just get a blank screen that just says preset 1, preset 2, and then you load it. And by any chance you just need to adjust something on the fly, you screwed without your laptop, which doesn't really make sense. On the other hand, I have a Neumann MT48, which you are able to actually adjust stuff on the go. The compressor is native, the EQ is native, the noise gate is native, so you can adjust parameters, adjust your EQs, and adjust a lot of stuff. I think that makes more sense, and that was what I was looking for. And it's kind of saddening that they advertise this as something that does that, but then it doesn't. So this is definitely gonna go back. And one of the things that actually came to that I want to talk about is that the price, even though it's coming at $600, but to be honest, it's not really, because by the time you get all those good plugins, it comes with some plugins, but the good ones are actually paid. The auto tune, the really cool compressor that they have, the good EQ and the preamps, they're not free. So by the time you bundle that in with around $300, it's already going to almost $1,000. And their talking point is, hey, this is better than the UAD because it's $600. No, you just buy the hardware for $600 and you still have to buy the software for all, the dollars you have in your bank. So yeah, there's a lot of misleading advertisement about this, and I just think I want to bring it out because I think I fell a victim. And I'm not saying, hey, Glenn made me buy these, or no. I made that decision myself based on the advertiser's specification of this exact device. Glenn was just an influential person that, removed that doubt in me to be able to make me get this device. I'm going to return this back. Definitely, I'm sure they will know who bought this. It's an amazing device. It's great. If they can fix that and add some, adjustability to the UI natively, that would be great. I would definitely go and buy another one. in a flash. But to still need your laptop to be able to tweak and adjust frequencies and all that stuff just doesn't sit right with me. And I just don't want another creative person or a creator to fall into this same trap that I did, because it could be a hassle depending on where you buy yours from. I got mine from Amazon, so the return policy is quite friendly. And it's been less than 30 days. I've had this for over a week, and I try to love it, but it's just not gonna work out. So I'm gonna send this one back. And the funny part is I was actually willing to get all that plugin bundle for like $300 and something. I didn't mind if I'm able to control these natively, and I can adjust the EQ, I can adjust the preamps and all that good stuff natively from the device. That will be great. But until then, I'm thinking of getting another MT48 for my on-the-fly recording. Let me know what audio interface you guys are using. Right now, I'm still using my AG06 from Yamaha. It's a mixer. It has compressor and EQ natively built in. I don't get to adjust it on it. You still need a laptop or an iPad, which is another great interesting thing about this. This does not have an iPad software, which kind of sucks. If it does have an iPad software that could be connected wirelessly, that would have made a lot of sense, but you still need your laptop to hold. And then you need a software to get to the software. It's kind of weird. Like to launch the console software, if you're in the UA ecosystem, you understand that you just launch console and then you can add your plugin. Before you can get to the Zen Quadro Synergy Core thing, you need to open the Quadro thing and then open another app. It's just a pain. I don't understand why a lot of people are kind of skeptical about Antelope audio. I just wish they could change those things. If they do, then they got a customer in me. I don't even mind the launching parameters and all that good stuff. I just want to be able to make some changes. It has a full LED screen. It has a knob and 3 buttons. I should be able to get my gain control or my EQ controls right from this screen and not just recall a preset and just, perform blindly that way. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, especially if I want to use this as a cab sim or amp sim or a preamp for a microphone that I'm going to use on the go, on the fly, on stage. So, yeah. And this is the big question about YouTube and advertising products and pushing products. I feel we have a community and we should be able to push only products that is tested and reviewed. And I like the whole idea that, I got this for free and the opinions are still mine, but the truth is already on your channel and you're extremely influential. So I think if your channel is really about the people, the corporation should not have so much influence indirectly on what we push and what we don't push. And there was absolutely no disclaimer in Glenn's video that says, this being paid to do this, because they're using this video to advertise it, which means he got paid at some point for that. So which is really just, basically you're just, you're running commercial for these guys. And I know a man has to eat. He has to eat. You got to pay for all these stuffs that he does, and we appreciate that. But my point is, you cannot. It's like doing the viewers disservice, because if all you say is, "Hey, I'm doing this for you guys. This is you guys," and then you go in behind them taking money from these companies and just pushing their products, especially the not so great ones, I think that's questionable. And this is not an attack against Glenn. This is very common. I still love Glenn. I'm still a subscriber. He has a lot of wisdom. And also, I disagree with some of the things that he says, because 1, he's not a guitar player. 2, he's not a performing guitarist. He's a sound engineer, so all these opinions are clouded and it's coming from a sound engineer's perspective. So he is a sound engineer that plays the guitar. I am a guitarist that is a sound engineer. So my advices to a sound engineer might be a little bit clouded from a guitar stance, but then, I hope you get that twist. So he's not a guitar player. So all this guitar advice might make sense. He has some interesting points, but in some scenarios, he doesn't really get it when it comes to like performance. I understand it's a metal channel and I'm not a metal player, but some of these principles are quite universal. Just want to get that out of my mind. And thank you for listening to me rant. My name is Dami. I'm a sound engineer, guitarist, and everything in between. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.